And with that, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. I know if you're listening from around the world, it may be Sunday morning. If you're listening in the Euros, it may be they're about 6 hours ahead of us. So it is about 3 o'clock in the afternoon out there. So make sure if you're in jolly old England to get you some tea and crumpets and whatever you guys eat in the afternoon. Shout out to you. It's Australia, they do ribs on the Barbie. The England, they do tea and crumpets. So, and they don't do French fries. They do fish and chips. That's like a big deal. But no seasoning on anything for some reason. All right. So shout out to everybody that's here now. It is early. I know what you're saying. Hey, you normally don't start till 9:30. I wanted to do a little bit earlier today. We got some inclement weather moving through a little later this morning, so I wanted to come in and do this a little bit earlier. Shout out to all you all that are here now. Shout out to J Rose in the house. Ice Queen is here. Shout out to both of you all. You all are some early weekend warriors. Let me tell you that right now. So going to start off with the easy question, which is, what are you all playing right now? So what are you all playing right now? For me, I am playing college football. I'm playing Stellar Blade. I'm transitioning. I'm going to be playing, of course, Mind's Eye comes out on the 10th. And I have already pre-ordered it. I'm just waiting for it to, I don't know how that download works. I don't know if I can download it Monday. Because this is the first time I really pre-ordered something. I may also end up buying Forza today. So if you see me streaming Forza, don't be shocked. Forza Horizon. Don't be shocked if you see me doing that. Also, I'm available if somebody wants to play Helldivers or something like that. Just send me if I'm online, no matter what I'm doing, send me an invite and I'll just hop into your game. So I'm going to see if J-Dub wants to play a little later on. A little early for J-Dub. He's an hour behind me. So for him, it's 7:45. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. So I'll hit him up here probably around 11 a.m. my time. So, I'm sorry, 11 a.m. his time, which is, 12 my time. So, so what are you all playing? I always check in on that. We always tap in on what we're playing. Major week in gaming. Just, we'll get to that. As you can see right there, we're going to be talking about the Summer Game Fest. Hopefully you all watched it. And if you didn't watch it, shame on you. It was actually a really good show. And the State of Play, Sony State of Play, which went over well, and The Witcher 4, which is now ticked off the PC community. It's gone from, somehow these guys have gone from CD Projekt Red is God. I mean, their words, not mine, because of a game called Cyberpunk. And again, remember CD Projekt Red, they pushed the PC with that. They did not push the PC. I'm sorry, they pushed PC with Cyberpunk. They're not doing that with The Witcher, it looks like. So these guys are, again, pissed off. Like I said, these guys are so stupid, they would throw a rock at the ground and miss it. They're mad that the Witcher 4 demo, and it was a demo, it was built inside the Unreal 5 engine running on a PS5. They're upset about that. I mean, again, they just are. Right? It is what it is. So, and I saw this online, and I said, okay, you're talking about The Witcher 3, which did have a build engine on it that they showed on both PlayStation and Xbox. But that was their own engine. This is the Unreal Engine, so the game very well could look like that. I think there's a very good chance it's going to look like that. So, but these dudes, like I said, they're madder. They're madder at an afro is at a Jerry curl, and because they went out and bought 40 90s and 50 90s and 50 80s and 40 80s, and they're not getting that treatment. They're just pretty much being told that they're a pretty man, and that was it is what it is. Ice Queen's playing The Sims and trying to complete Cairne. All right, cool. Oh, Hirogami's playing Mario Kart. We'll be playing Mind's Eye on the 10th. Yeah, I'm playing Mind's Eye. I'm going to stream the whole thing. I'm off on the 10th, so you can look for my stream a little bit after 1 o'clock after I get it downloaded and get the controls, set up. And then I'll play it for about 30 minutes offline just to kind of see how the game controls. what I do need to change, and then I'll jump right back on. So, but we're moving on. We're moving on. So if you all put a 1 in the chat if you saw the Witcher 4 demo that was running on a PS5, and then ask yourself, Witcher 4 is running on a PS5. Grand Theft Auto was running on a PS5. That was not the PS5 Pro, and it looked like that. So what do you all think about it? You know, what do you all think about the Witcher game? I want your opinion on what you saw. Remember, they were saying the game is woke. And again, I have a thumbnail up which was on their website. They're going. Remember, I told you all these games were gonna be woke, and people are gonna have to get over it. There's gonna be a lot of people not playing. There's gonna be a lot of people not gaming. They can't play these games, so we're gonna make sure if they do play these games, they're gonna wake up with a wet ass. I'm gonna make sure of that, right? But Witcher is woke. Tell you that right now. Ghost of Yotei is woke, and Grand Theft Auto is going to be the most woke game in the history of gaming. I'm just letting you know. So all these people who are online, who are anti-woke, will not be playing these games. Or how much do you want to bet? I bet you a baker's dozen donuts that they will find some type of magical way, because that's the way some of these Negroes are. They're going to find a magical way to make it so, oh, well, no, I just don't like the politics. I'm going to play the game. You're going to start hearing that here pretty soon. Hand to God. You're going to get the whole truth from me, so help me, PlayStation. So, you're going to start getting that here soon, because once the deep dive of Ghost of Yotei happens, which is happening pretty soon, I believe. Is it happening this weekend? Is it? Let me ask you all. Because State of Play, they showed the Ghost of Yotei kind of a teaser. It wasn't play. It wasn't gameplay. It was just kind of it was a teaser. What is that? Is there a deep dive this weekend? So I'm asking. I know Death Stranding Part 2 isn't. Death Stranding is woke as well, because you're going to be playing that game a lot. Is her name Fragile? Or the Fragile girl, or the girl that plays whatever. You're going to be playing a lot as her. With Ghost of Yotei, you have a female shinobi. In Grand Theft Auto, I'm telling you right now, the main character is Lucia. And people keep saying, well, Craig, how do you know that? Just go back and watch the damn trailer, and you'll see it was fun. The trailer was fun to watch, but the action on the trailer doesn't start till she's in it. Then your action starts, and remember we went over that trailer. She was changing clothes. Her accessories were changing from her watch to her nails to her clothing. Again, you can do all this in Grand Theft Auto 5 as well. In Grand Theft Auto 4, you can change Nico Bellic's clothing, stuff like that. And in Grand Theft Auto 5, you can change Franklin and Trevor and Michael's clothing. You can, okay? You can do that if you want. If not, they can wear the same thing they have on the whole game. This is fine too. So they're not, and also something else you all didn't notice, and I just caught this, and I want you to go back and watch it if you can. When Lucia first comes home and it shows them in the bed, look at her ankle. She's got on an ankle bracelet. Yeah, I mean, she's got on the police version of jewelry is what they call it. She's got on that ankle bracelet. Just go back and watch it. She's got on an ankle bracelet, not something from Saks Fifth Avenue. She got on the police version. Just go back. It's really fast. You got to really watch it, but it is there. And so just make sure you go check that out. And if I'm lying, I'm flying. I'm telling you, that's what's there. So Don says that Ghost of Yotei is getting State of Play in July. Okay. So it is July. Okay, that's what it was. So it wasn't this weekend. Okay, fair enough. Hurricane says, yeah, you damn right. Hurricane says that the demo looked great. Yeah, it looked good. I don't disagree. For an early demonstration, that looked really good. So, and if you hadn't watched it or seen it, make sure you go check that out. I want to play it because I'm afraid that I'll get some type of strike. I've got to look at how people are playing trailers and doing reaction videos to trailers and reaction videos to music, like older music from the 70s and 80s. I want to start doing reactions like that to the music. So I don't know if I have to set my channel up differently. Somebody wants to drop me a vine or drop a line on how in the world I do that. Just let me know, because I'm going to really start doing it. So, but what I liked about the Witcher 4 demo is that people got to remember that Ciri is a Witcher as well. People keep forgetting she is a full Witcher. The difference is that because she has that Elden blood in her, she didn't do the trials that they do. Like they, Witchers and witches are sterile because there's a trial type period they go through, so they're sterile. They can make, Garrock can do the fire, he can do the slow down time, he can do the Jedi mind trick. That's all part of their training. And Ciri, I assume, in the next one is going to be able to do something similar to that. But we know she's got that power where she goes real fast and stuff. If you play the game, you will see that yourselves. You will see it yourself. So, but yeah, we're gonna go in and get into it. So I want to go over. I wanted to start with the Witcher 4 demo, and this. Did you all play the Witcher 3? That's the first question. Did you play the Witcher 3? Meaning the Witcher, and then the DLCs, which is called I think the one DLC is called Blood and Wine, and I think the other DLC is called Hearts and Roses, Hearts and Stones, or Hearts and Roses, something like that. It is simple question. Did you all play the entirety of The Witcher? Which I did. I played it twice. Played it 3 times. I played the entirety. I want to make this clear. I first played it and finished it. Then I played it again with the Hearts and Stones DLC. Then I played it again with the Hearts and Stones DLC and the other DLC, the Blood and Wine. But yeah, I've gotten all the endings that I can get, because I don't have Witcher 1 or 2. Xbox has Witcher 1 and 2. If you want the full Witcher story, you can play that, and you get it's like 25 different endings you can get. And that's the way I did it. So did you all play it? And I played Witcher 3, and I got the ending where Ciri, is her name Ciri, where she dies, and then Geralt of Riviera ends up dying. I got the ending where she becomes the princess, and I got the ending where she becomes a Witcher. So I got all those endings, and because if you play Blood and Wine, Geralt, I hope I'm saying his name right, Geralt, he becomes like he inherits, or he gets a wine farm. He inherits like a wine farm in Tuscany, or whatever it's called. And if I'm remembering correctly, and then he retires there with whoever love interest you chose. I mean, I chose, I chose the Yen. So her name Yennefer, Yen. I chose her. And there's other people who don't do that. I'm letting you know, there's other people who don't do that, and that's fine. That's just the way I play it, right? And so we go, we're going to talk about that, Alex. I promise you, we're going to get in on the whole expectations being too high. We are going to talk about that, because I'm going to really explain to you all what you're seeing in real time. It's not something I haven't said to you all before, but I think saying it is one thing, but you all actually seeing it and experiencing it, now you will be able to identify it, who's doing it very quickly. Then you all can make your own minds up on what you do with your time and whatever, okay? Because I'm me. I'm only speaking for myself. I don't speak for nobody else. And I implore that you all don't let people speak for you. I jumped in on Sick Humor's podcast yesterday, and I bought Mind's Eye, like several of you all here bought Mind's Eye. And I had people telling me in the chat, Andrew Wilkins in the chat, saying that people were playing the game saying it's this, and this. Well, I'm a grown man. Ain't no other man gonna hump me, all right, and tell me what I'm gonna do with my money. I got the game. I'm gonna be playing it on Tuesday. If you all want to join me and see it for yourself, I'll be going through the game, and I'll be like, okay, well, I saw this, I see that. But again, I'm sick and tired of people getting into, we'll come back to that. We'll come back to it, I promise. So if you play The Witcher 3, it looks like the canon, I'm talking about the canon ending, the ending that the game is following, okay? Because you had, for me, I had three endings. I had the one where Ciri died. Well, that's obviously not Witcher 4 because she's in the game, right? I had the one where she becomes the princess or the queen of whatever it was called, Nilfgaard. Yeah, she becomes the queen of Nilfgaard. Well, she's obviously not the queen in the game. She's a Witcher. They call her Madam Witcher. And so the ending, so now you know, see, this is the beautiful thing about the sequel. Now you know, if you have never played The Witcher 3, you now know the canon ending. The canon ending is where Ciri becomes a Witcher. So that's your canon ending. I'm not, how you get that ending, I don't know how, because if you play the game where, I can just tell you this, if you play the game and you don't let Ciri make her own decisions, if you don't let her make her own decisions, she will feel like she has something to prove and she'll die. I can tell you that much. As far as her becoming a queen and or a Witcher, I don't know how that mapped out, but I've gotten all those endings. But it looks like the canonized ending, the canon ending, is going to be she becomes a Witcher. That's it. Ipso facto, end of discussion. Okay? Don't care if you got the ending where she died, it don't matter. Don't care if you got the ending where she became the queen, don't matter. That your ending, this is it's the same thing that's gonna happen in the new Mass Effect game. Okay? They're gonna have to make a decision on how that game ended, whether Shepard died and to control the Reapers, whether Shepard died and everybody has the same I forgot what it was called, symbiosis, or whether they defeated the Reapers. Now, based on the early cinematic trailer where Liara, that's Liara right there on that screen, the blue girl, when she's climbing up that Reaper, that's a dead Reaper, and that means that the destroy ending is the canon ending. But we'll have to wait and see. Also, shout out to Mass Effect. Amazon Prime has picked up the Mass Effect show. They got their showrunner. They're going to start casting. I can give you 2 names that are on that casting list right now to play Commander Shepard. Are you ready for them? Both of them already have contracts with Amazon. They both have had movies on Amazon. One of them is Michael B. Jordan, not Michael Jordan, the basketball player. Michael B. Jordan, he played in a lot of movies, Fruitvale Station, Black Panther. He's in Sinners. If you want to watch Sinners, you can watch him on that. So he is in the line to play Commander Shepard. And Christopher Pratt, the guy that plays Star-Lord, the guy that's in the Jurassic Park movies, Christopher Pratt, he is also in line to play Commander Shepard. So eventually, here over the summer, we're going to do a whole podcast on casting the show. I'm trying to reach out to some heavy Mass Effect influencers, Mr. Holton, Paragon 7. I am trying to reach out to them to do one big show on, hey, look, we're going to cast the show. Who would you all like to see? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and move on. Shout out to everybody that's here. Shout out to Kenneth Williams. He is a mod and a member. Shout out to him. If you want to turn green, you join the Crazy Craig team. That's what we're going to do. And because Mind's Eye, when I play it, that is going to be a members only stream. That first stream is I don't know how to set it up for that, but it will be a members only stream. So hopefully I can get that to work right. Not sure how to do that on PlayStation, but it'll be a members only stream is what I'm aiming for. So the Human Spider said Witcher 3 is boring. I'm not going to lie to you. The first 3 hours are boring. I don't disagree with that assessment. But you got to get through the first. Once you defeat the Griffin, once you do that, that's in the first 2-3 hours, the game really opens up. But if you still think it's boring, I'm not here to tell you that your opinion is wrong. I agree with it, but I don't know how far you got in it. It is what it is, though. If you think it's boring, I understand. I mean, but we're not talking about whether it's boring or good or bad. Did you see the demo running on the PS5? And did you see the PC community's reaction? Who just went crazy. They went absolutely apeshit because that game wasn't run on a PC. Same thing happened with Grand Theft Auto. First 2, if you don't know, first 2 Grand Theft Auto trailers are running on a PlayStation. They both were. Not just the last one. They both were. Okay? So, but we'll move on. We're going to talk about the state of play next. And State of Play, let's just really quickly show you what games they did show. And then I'll tell you what games I'm interested in buying, if I can get my brain to work correctly. And, well, are we not? Screen capture. There it is. Okay. So here are your announcements, all the announcements. And again, we're not going to play videos. I'm not going to do that. Black Ops Warzone, if you're into that. So here are all your announcements. State of Play. I believe State of Play was it Wednesday? Was State of Play Wednesday? So here are all your announcements right here and the years. The aforementioned Ghost of Yotei, which is woke as hell. All right. Come over here to Luminous Arise, which I believe is VR. Then Romeo's a Deadman, which I've heard people talking about. They're going to buy this. Sea of Remnants, which is an interesting concept. The big one, in my opinion, Final Fantasy Tactics. There have been a lot of people asking about that. The surprise is Nioh 3. Silent Hill F. I haven't even played the original. Shout out to the donation. I'll read it here in a minute. Silent Hill F. F is in foul. F is in Frank. Wouldn't it be cool if it was what if it was Silent Hill C and I could say it was Silent Hill Chocolate Thunder? Then Pragmatica, which people swore up and down, they were telling you all what that game's been canceled. Nothing from Capcom about the game being canceled. The game that has the most excitement around it that I've seen is a James Bond game. People said he looks like Nathan Drake. He actually looks like the original design of what Ian Fleming for James Bond, the way he described James Bond. He looks like that. And of course, the big one that I am seeing, shout out to all the people here, the fighting game, Fighting Souls, Marvel Fighting Souls, or is it Tokon or whatever it's called? So there's something here for everybody. And this is what I really want to concentrate on. There's something here for everybody. And you got games coming out in 2025. You got, 1, 2, 3, it's like 4 games in 2025. Then you see games in 2026. And remember what the complaining was. I don't know if you all remember that, right? They need to show us games that are coming in the pipeline. They need to see the games that are in the pipeline. That's exactly what we got. We got games in their pipeline, and they're bitching. They're bitching. So it is what it is. It is what it is. So and this is what I remember. I told you guys if they were to show them something, they're gonna say the game looks like trash. Let's look at The Witcher. The game, it don't look good. It ain't playing. It ain't running this. It looks like trash. Okay. People brought up Andrew Wilkins last night. Brought up the game Mind's Eye. They don't look. Well, if they're playing a beta, I don't expect the game to look that good. They're gonna get a day one patch. I mean, you can argue that they should have put the game out there without the patch. That I would agree with you. Same thing happened to Days Gone. Days Gone got that big old patch. Like what, the first or second week it was out, and they fixed pretty much all of it. So it's fucked up what these guys are doing, but you're seeing it in real time. Because look at this slate of games coming out this year for Sony. Okay? Again, I'm just looking at it myself. You've got an RPG. I mean, you got a JRPG in Japanese and a nioh. I take that back. You got Final Fantasy Tactics, a Japanese game. Nioh, a Japanese game. You've got Ghost of Tsushima, a Western game. You've got a Romeo is a Deadman, a westernized type of game. You got the James Bond game coming next year. That is a Western style of game. Pragmatica, I don't know. I mean, it's out in the open, looks interesting concept. Same with Sea of Remnants. That looks like an interesting concept. Your problem is, here is your problem. Let me literally tell you what the problem is, and then you all can get a good laugh on it. Okay. All right. Here's your problem. Sony had a heavy Western influence. Again, I'll say it again. Sony had a heavy Western influence since back, when you had Sean Layton there, you had Andrew House there, you had forgot the other guy's name. I always say Andrew House, but I can't think of Jack Trenton. I want you those remember, and that went to Herman Hulst and all them. Okay. That is a major Western influence. And so that's what happened. Is that us in the West, we got games like Spider-Man game. What's up, Bender Strings? We got the Spider-Man game. We got Days Gone. We got Uncharted, Nathan Drake Collection. We got Uncharted 4. And then we got the add-on Uncharted, whatever it was called, right? The one with the 2 women. Okay. All right. We got The Last of Us Part 2. This is all westernized gaming. You know what we didn't get a whole lot of? We didn't get a whole lot of JRPGs. We got them, but they didn't put a lot of push behind them. We got Detroit Become Human. We got Spider-Man, the aforementioned Spider-Man. So we got things in the West. You know what got neglected? The East. So now this new regime of Sony, of the people in charge of Sony, all of them Japanese. All of them. And so guess what? You're going to have a return to the Eastern media. Sony smells a little bit of blood in the water with Nintendo. They don't think Nintendo's console is going to do as well. So they're still going to do very good. So Sony is now concentrating on getting back into Japan and getting a bigger market from Nintendo. Henceforth, why they're doing the handheld. We got the Portal. We got new hardware. We get the fighting stick. We got a fighting stick if you are into fighters, which is part of what I was going to say here. You got the fighting game. You got that Marvel fighting game, which everybody seems to be excited about. And again, understand this. It is Marvel. It is Sony entrenching themselves even more with Marvel. This is their second IP that is on their console only. And then they're coming out with Wolverine. So they'll have 3 intellectual properties that they have on their platform. And yes, the fighting game is going to go to PC because it's a games as a service. I disagree with what Porter Rock said on Twitter when he said he didn't count the fighting game as a gas game. I'm like, no, it's a gas game as well because it has a roadmap. So it's a games as a service. Again, this is going to give that games as a service thing a giant injection in the arm. It's going to do that. Mortal Kombat. I forgot that one. So again, Mortal Kombat, a major, arguably the fighting game, the mother of all fighting games, Mortal Kombat. It overtook Street Fighter. It overtook Virtual Fighter. It overtook King of Fighters. It overtook all of it. Okay, it was the de facto go-to fighting game for years. So they come out with a whole thing where you can play the Nintendo version of it. You can play the PlayStation version of it. That's what they were showing you up there. So you got fighting games. If you like fighting games, you got the Final Fantasy Tactics, which was important to the people who like Final Fantasy. We're getting the open world game of Ghost of Tsushima, open world type of Western RPG. What else do these people want? And that's what you have to start asking yourselves. What else? And I'm going to tell you. But let me see what you all are saying in the chat. Bender Strings is in the house. Says the only game that really impressed me at SGF was Atomic Heart. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Again, I don't know anybody who enjoyed the entire show, but nobody likes any show entirety. Maybe you like a movie from start to finish, but there's shows that, I thought this show was good. It wasn't great. I thought it was good. So I think a lot of games they wanted to show, Sony got. All the games that Sony got, that Sony showed, are games that Sony has marketing rights to. They showed those games. So, and you got people out there running around like J-Tech saying they need to buy the studios. Like, no, they don't, J-Tech. J-Tech would be a horrible accountant. That's all I can really say. He was bitching yesterday about Helldivers 2. I'm sure you put one in the chat you saw where Arrowhead Games got they got a capital investment from Tencent Studio, and he was crying about that. But J-Tech was happy when Sony made a capital investment into Kodakawa. Make it make sense. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So, it was okay when Sony did a capital investment. When somebody else does with just a a developer that Sony contracts out, that's all this was. Now they're worth over like $3.2 billion. That's their evaluated, and that's why they did it. Now the company's worth billions. So, and Sony was there, and they have said publicly they'll work with Sony again. Yeah, that you want a good relationship. So, you know, JTech wants to keep console warring, and it's just, it is what it is. It is what it is. But, yeah, we're going to, let me see what else you're saying here. State of play exposed gamers' expectations. Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you why. We're going to be talking about that. Yeah, Atomic Heart looked interesting. I've never played the first Atomic Heart. Can anybody tell, what's that game about? Has anybody played Atomic Heart? You know, I guess the heart is still atomic because there's a part 2, right? You know, I'm just saying. I don't know. So state of play and the grifters rate. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. I promise you we're gonna get to it. So, but I'm still talking about the state of play, what I saw, and I saw several intellectual properties that I will be purchasing. I'm not gonna buy the fighting stick because I'm not that big of a fighting fan. So I'm not going to buy the Marvel game. Again, that doesn't mean that the game is trash. It just doesn't appeal to me. There were things in here that appealed to me, and I'm telling you, it was the Ghost of Yotei. That Baby Steps game looked crazy. That is actually starting to appeal to me because, you know, they're going to sit up there in that dude's cheeks, right? And I forgot the other game that I saw. Maybe the Mortal Kombat game is just the nostalgia. Nostalgia. Oh, not Mortal Kombat and then the Silent Hill game. So those games right there, definitely on the Silent Hill. Oh, definitely on the Metal Gear. I forgot about that. Definitely on the Metal Gear, the Silent Hill, and the Ghost of Yotei. That's good. That's great for me. Because I'm not a big fighting guy. Even though, shout out to the people who are going to buy that fighting stick. Shout out to them. Shout out to the people who are going to be buying Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat, if it goes on sale, I may pick it up. Shout out to everybody with Final Fantasy Tactics. I know a lot of people love Final Fantasy Tactics. Like, love it. Love it. So I am happy for them. And so there was something there for everybody. Now let's talk about why there was so much consternation. Okay? It is because, are you ready for it? Put a 1 in the chat because I don't think you all are ready for it. I just don't think, shout out to you all being here, but I just don't think you all are ready for it. You all have not been getting it ready because I already told you guys this. Yeah, Equalizer said it looked great. Yeah, Bender String says that every fighting game is a gas game now because Devs purposely gimp the rosters, so you have to buy fighters a la carte. Well, I think, okay, that's... But did they do that with Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter? Did they gimp that game? So, I mean, you gave State of Play a 7.5. So did I. I thought it was a 7.5. Yeah, it wasn't great. Like, I'm not here to say it was a great State of Play. But to me, there's only been one great State of Play, and that's the one where they showed Stellar Blade. Like the first time we saw Stellar Blade. Or when it was still called Project Eve, that was a great one. They also showed a couple other Japanese games. So yeah, I mean, I'm just letting you all know. So gamers and fanboys just hate new games, State of Play, and Sony. Okay, so here's what this is about. There's two things. There's a couple things going on. Number one, you do have a marketplace of people that do not like what Sony is doing with their exclusive games. So you have the grifters, as you all correctly pointed out. The grifters are out here saying that they do not. So since they don't like this, they don't like that Sony's doing that. They know there is a group of people out here who are upset, angry, and mad that Sony still has exclusive content. Now, they mostly come from the Xbox community and the PC community. Okay. What has happened is the Xbox community is online. They have bought PCs. I don't know if you, because I underestimated this too. You really got to understand this, how big of a transition that a lot of people have left Xbox and went to PC. It is huge. So what they're doing, because they're upset with Xbox for doing what they did, they they're putting out, I guess, higher than expectation statements. You know, you're gonna see this, you're gonna see that, we're gonna see this. Those aren't PlayStation guys doing that. Those are Xbox guys that are now PC guys. And I tell you, one person that's doing that is Gas. Even though Gas, somebody reported Gronk, was that thing called? They asked, you know, about what Gas was saying, and Gas put down, oh wow, they're going to use Gronk to check my parody account. And I'm like, well, I didn't write this, but I'll tell you what I would say to his face. Oh, you have a parody account? That's apropos because you're a complete fucking joke. But Gas is looking at what he is doing online. It's just fun. It's parody. He's not being serious. So it is what it is. It is what it is. So what you have is a group of people. Hopefully you all understand that. I'll say it again. So you have a group of people that have transitioned over from Xbox. They're mad at Xbox for what they're doing. They bought PCs, and only to see, because they wanted the best looking versions of the Xbox games, only to see Xbox put their games on PlayStation. So they're wanting PlayStation to do the same thing. And PlayStation, as of so far, has not done that, and they do not like that. So they're putting out these, as was been said in the chat here by Alexandra, which is exactly right. They're putting out expectations that will never be met. That will never be met. All right, and so this way they can control narrative. Oh, you didn't see this. We were supposed to see. Remember, we were supposed to see Wolverine there. We were supposed to see Resident Evil 9 there. It's like, no, you're not going to see this. And then it comes back to, well, Sony should have shown more Sony games at their Sony State of Play. The State of Play is not only about their first-party studios, it's about their second-party, it's about their third-party deals. Now, they said this years ago. You know, so again, remember what I told you all. They make an announcement on a game, you're going to have people say there's no gameplay. They see early gameplay that's an alpha, they're going to say it looks like trash. Then they see beta gameplay, and they're going to say, well, it still looks like trash. And then they're going to also say it looks a little better, but they didn't give us no release date. All right, this is what they're just going to keep doing this because they're upset. A lot of them are upset, and they're not gamers. Shout out to what Sick Humor was saying. Like, these guys on Twitter are not gamers. They're not. They're not. And it's unfortunate that you guys are kind of caught in the middle. Shout out to you, J-Ro. Appreciate the $5. I appreciate it. As it says, State of Play is not a PlayStation showcase for your information. Well, again, that's part of it. Hero Down Under is right. Bitches are gonna bitch. You are right about that. Bitches are gonna bitch. What up, Lincoln Clay? Oh, you know they're making a Mass Effect TV show, Lincoln. You know, I gotta try to get an audition for that shit. So I'm gonna try to audition for that. And make sure you all follow Lincoln Clay. He's the VR king. Oh, Lincoln, are you gonna go see that movie F1 with Brad Pitt? Are you gonna go check that out? So just asking. So let's see here. What else are you all saying? A lot of bots have PS5s. The fiscal results from PlayStation is evidence. Easier to get a PS5 than high. Yeah, no, you're right. You're 100% right. I would get beat. Yeah, I would. I mean, I do not play fighting games like at all. Like, I just don't. There was a fighting game years ago before you all were born. It was called Karate King or something like that. And I could play that game. But yeah, that's it. It got way too complicated for me after that. Too many buttons. Like Karate King, I think only had like 3 buttons. I was like, I was pretty good at that. But when they went to 6 buttons, I'm like, I ain't no way. There's no way I'm playing this. Lincoln Clay said he's curious about it. Yeah, it looks exciting. I think it's gonna be a big deal. I guess my question is, and it's open-ended, it's rhetorical. Could F1 do for kart racing and Indy racing what Top Gun did for the Navy? Because you got to remember, Top Gun in 1985, Top Gun was so successful that naval recruitment went up like 60%. Everybody wanted to fly planes. They need to add chocolate thunder. They might add chocolate thunder. You never know. You never know what these guys can do, right? They can do whatever they want, but I don't think Chocolate Thunder is a Marvel character. So, but we'll have to find out. We'll see soon. It comes out next year. So remember that. Just remember that when they see something, they're going to always complain. They're always going to say something. It does, they're not saying what they're going to release. They say what they're going to release. There's no gameplay. They see gameplay. The gameplay looks like trash. Then they see later gameplay. They say, well, there's no release date. Then they get a release date, or not release date. They say there's no release date or window. Then they get a release window, and they say there's no release date. So they're just going to keep on complaining, and that's just the way these people are. All right? That is just the way these people are. They're not happy at all. This is not a happy group of people that you're dealing with. I figured that out. So that is why you do not see me on, you all don't see me online a heck of a whole lot anymore as far as responding to people. Because like I said, they're so stupid. These people are so stupid that they would, like I said, they would sell their car. They would sell their car to get gas money. Like, that's how dumb they are.
These pants are the best.
So just, it's silly, but that's how dumb they are. It's unfortunate because you guys are kind of caught up in it. And I think it's unfair to you guys. They think Trump and Elon Musk are fighting. That's just, when you're dealing with an effeminized society, it looks like they're at each other's throats. But that's the way men talk to each other. So I don't know what to say. That's the way men talk. So, the F1 is the world's biggest form of racing, so the movie only strengthens their market share race. Oh yeah, fair enough. Good point. So I should get the PlayStation Fight Pad. No, I don't even know. I mean, I wouldn't use it. I literally would not use it. So it would just sit here. So now, if they make it available for PC, then maybe, because there's more PC fighting games than there are. But there's nothing wrong. My point is that there's nothing wrong with it. So, but Willy Wonka just said you got nothing to lose. Yeah. Actually, Willy Wonka lied, didn't he? They had plenty to lose. But actually, so moving on. That is state of play. Just remember, if you saw something there that you liked, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what somebody else saw. Like, you are your own castle. So if you saw something you like, I did. I saw several things. I didn't like everything. Not everything is supposed to appeal to me. And that's another problem that you're seeing, is that everybody believes that Sony should just appeal to what they want. And it's not working. That does not work. That is, as we like to say, that dog ain't gonna hunt. So I don't know what else to say about this. All right, just remember, I agree. Bitches are gonna bitch. So don't be a bitch ass and complain. If you didn't see something you like, that's different. Then you own your own house. You say, I watched State of Play. I didn't see something there that I like, but yeah, shout out to all the people who saw something that they're gonna play. I don't know why people can't say that, but you have a group of people, and again, here's your other tell. Do you know who's saying these things? That are saying you're going to see this, and this. You will actually, if you sat down and you really mapped it out, it's a bunch of podcasters who podcast every day. They podcast every day. So since they podcast every day, they need something to talk about. So they will sit up there and they will say, oh, well, we're going to probably see this. We're going to see that. And again, this drives interest in their channels. These guys, you know who they are, because they're the ones who will tell you, I need donations and super chat and engagement because I do this for a living. And the only way I can keep doing this is for you all to engage and donate money. So again, you know who they are. And it's not a coincidence that, it's not a coincidence that they are the ones who will cover State of Play for days. No pun intended at days of play. They will just constantly constantly talk about it to drive up engagement numbers. That's what they're doing. I promise you on everything, this is what they're doing. So, oh yeah, Fantastic Four. I've already got my tickets for that, and I'll get my tickets for Superman probably later today or on Tuesday. Yeah, I'm doing that Tuesday because I'm going to the movies again Tuesday. Well, I'm downloading Mind's Eye. So understand that's who it is. If you really take a step back, I'm asking you all, take a step back, and you will see it is a bunch of people who are saying things like, well, we're going to see this. Oh, they're going to show that. And a lot of this is those podcasters and a lot of Xbox fanboys who are setting expectations at a certain point. And then guys like Gaz who are going to turn around and say things like, Sony's treating his fan base like shit because he's got a PC that ain't got no games. Even the Star Citizen game is coming to PlayStation. It's coming to PlayStation. You no longer have to buy a PC to play Star Citizen because Star Citizen next year will be on PlayStation. So the only way I'll stream Baby Steps is if somebody buys that. I'm not going to buy that game. And it's because I got too much to buy. That's why. I got way too much to buy. And remember, I'm still trying to get a new monitor. I'm still in the market. I'm halfway there. I've got half the money. So, said MBG does that. MBG does that. Marlin Gaming Nation does that. Yeah, they do this. So again, they can do what they want. I'm not downing what they do. All right. I'm just saying that you all need to understand that it is in their best interest to go out and say these things to farm engagement. That's what it's called. New to me. These are new words to me. Farming engagement. So if you know there's a bunch of people, just like they did with Siri. All right. This what they did with Siri, right? They said that she was ugly. She didn't look a certain way, even though it was an alpha that they saw the demo of. Now they see her in a later alpha, early beta. Now all of a sudden, they changed her. No, they did not. They simply weren't done building her character in that engine. That's all it is. That's all it is. But to hear them, they went out, they bitched and moaned like the incels they are. And like I said, this stuff is mental illness at this point. It is mental illness that's happening. I mean, I think it's funny that it's being exposed now. But to me, it's funny. Xbox Live event, State of Play 2.0. Yeah, the Xbox Live event is going to be fine. It was good last year. It's going to be good this year. So, it was good last year. That's when they announced Doom and a couple other games for PlayStation. It's going to be good this year as well. Okay, it's just so if you all are interested in that, okay. Oh, I got a commercial on my own screen. This is terrible. Skip ad. So I got a commercial on my own podcast, and again, that is a YouTube thing. They've emailed me saying that they were going to put more commercials in. So if you want to play a game where I'm learning to walk, I'll play Death Stranding. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that either. But yeah, I'm good. Death Stranding's in a couple more weeks. Mind's Eye's coming. I'm good. I appreciate you though. So that's what you're dealing with at this point. It's the PlayStation community that's doing this. Okay, they're the ones online saying, what do you think you're going to see? And here's what I want to see. And then when they don't get it, they complain. You know, they told you Pragmatica had been canceled. It's still in production. They keep saying about the Marvel game, Wolverine. How many of y'all understand that Sony does not own Wolverine? They don't own the intellectual property. So if Marvel Games says we want, we want a certain roadmap done before we even allow this to, start being made, okay? Before that happens, and then Insomniac has to sit down and map that out. Then they have to take it to Sony, and Sony has to greenlight the projects. You know, the project of the game. So to me, they're exactly where they need to be. Now, you can say they announced it a little bit early. I won't disagree. That I agree with. You know, but the Captain America Black Panther game that's coming out, they were going to they were going to the Black Panther game, the Black Panther Captain America game. That game was supposed to come out in like September. But Marvel saw that game and Marvel said, "Nah, y'all need to clean this up. It needs to look good because again, our name is on this too." So the MBG's a form. Yeah, I'm not downing what he does. I'm a sub to MBG. Shout out to MBG. There's no hate on him. But I'm just simply saying one of the things that he is doing and Marlon is doing and other people too is it is called farming engagement. And the way you farm engagement is through negative comments. And I'm seeing more. Shout out to Detect the Seeds. Detect the Seeds is a lot of this. A lot of this is coming from the Xbox community because they believe that Xbox didn't get a fair shot. That, you know, even though they had the world's most powerful console, people don't have a wide adaptation of their product, and they just don't. They think the media is against them. So the way they're looking at it is, we're glad the media is turning on Sony because they turned on us. I don't know when. You know, I don't know when. But it's not like Sony cares. Sony doesn't have to have a showcase because they had record revenue last year. That alone tells you they don't need a showcase. So what it is that these guys who do podcasting every day, all right, they want the showcase because it gives them something to talk about. That's it. It's that simple. It is that simple. Like Deion Sanders said, I ain't too hard to find. Yeah. Resident Evil. Yeah, I need to react to that trailer. I have not seen that yet. I need to react to that trailer. That's going to be the last thing I do. Hopefully, y'all stick around. You all can see my reaction. So, I'll have this up on the screen as well. So, matter of fact, I'll put this over here where the game is playing, and then you all can see me react. So, y'all can get a good laugh in. I promise you it's going to be crazy. So, because I've heard it's a really good, I've heard there's no gameplay. I mean, I don't know if that's true or not. I haven't seen it yet. I heard there is no gameplay. So I have to wait and see what happens. And yeah, I will have the volume on for that. So because I was told there's no music playing. So all right, cool. So it looks interesting. Yeah, I mean I've heard about it. So I know it's been announced. Again, that's remember they were talking about that was State of Play. Well, they may show Resident Evil now. No, why? When you have a bigger stage, at the Gaming Fest. So I was talking about the Gaming Fest. I gave the Gaming Fest a solid 7 out of 10. There was plenty there that I have not seen yet. There were games there that a lot of sword play, a lot of shinobi play, and I thought that was cool. That's stuff I'm interested in. So we'll have to wait and see. State of Play had some big drops. I think to me the biggest drop in State of Play, there were 3. There were 3 big drops. Well, 4 if you include James Bond. But the Marvel fighting games was huge. The Silent Hill F, which we knew was coming, but it just shows you that Sony has the marketing rights to it. That's all it means. It's not like if you have an Xbox or a PC, it's gonna be on there too. But Sony has the marketing rights. So Resident Evil is a connection. Well, yeah, don't tell us anything. I have not played Outbreak. No, I'm still playing Resident Evil 4 with that strong Christian white man, Leon Kennedy. So, but they're saying that Resident Evil 9 is woke because it's a female character. I mean, that's what I'm seeing online, right? So that's what I was laughing at. I'm like, yeah, everything's gonna go 100% woke. So people, if you don't understand what that means, is you're gonna see more diversity, inclusion, and equity in video games, which you already have, right? We already have a bunch of that in the game. But yeah, we're gonna take a look at that trailer before we get on out of here. So, but no, what is Resident Evil Outbreak about? Is that like a prequel to what happened in the early Resident Evil? I'm just asking. Microsoft always had the media in their pockets, though. Well, yeah, I mean, that's hard to say. That's hard to say that they had them in their pocket. That's an again. I try to stay away from those type of accusations here. If they did though, it wouldn't shock me. Okay, so it wouldn't shock me. So also put a 1 in the chat if you're going to be playing Mind's Eye and or Death Stranding. Or if you're like me, you're going to be playing both. So let me put a 1 in the chat right now. Boop. So I'll be playing both. For us that are playing both, put a 1 in the chat. So hopefully you all enjoy those 2 games. And see here. Let's see if you all are asking any more questions. It's good. Silent Hill has a new life in modern gaming. Shout out. Yeah, I mean, again, I haven't played Silent. I tried to play Silent Hill 3 back on the PlayStation back in the day, like way back before electricity, but I didn't like it. Silent Hill 1, I still think is the best written horror game I've played. The best written horror game. Oh, Jenna Hayes is in the house, the wonderful gamer Jenna Hayes. So we have the first lady of gaming and Dawn, and we have the princess of gaming and Jenna Hayes. Shout out to Jenna Hayes. All we need now is Nova Red, and we have the wishbone of our female gamers. But shout out to see, I see a lot of 1s. I like that. See, you're just gaming. You're just playing the games. That's it. And guess what? If you get burned by a bad game, I've been burned multiple times by bad games. That game, remember that game I was bragging about, the Great Hill Incident? Man, I played that game. It was trash. I mean, I was just like, this is the dumbest game I've ever seen in my life. I mean, just straight up, it was trash, dog shit. It was bad. It was bad. So, Outbreak was released in 2003. Oh my gosh. On PS2, about 8 survivors infected. No, see, I didn't. 8 survivors of what? The original Resident Evil? GTA 6 trailer to 1 month anniversary. What do you mean? I don't understand that. GTA 6 trailer to 1 month anniversary. I don't get that. So, no problem, Jenna. Last of Us season 2 here. It's okay. Look, I watched The Last of Us season 2. And if you are a gaming purist, I understand that they did not show all the people that Ellie got in the video game. They didn't. That's true. They didn't even write them into the story. But they're showing the catalyst events. So, even with Nora, I did not realize that I didn't realize until I watched the TV show. I didn't realize that Ellie forced Nora to talk. I didn't catch that because she wanted to know where Abby was, and all of a sudden, when she went back, she said something like, I made Nora talk or something like that. I didn't catch that in the video game at all. Like, I didn't catch that. And so now that I saw it, I'm like, oh, damn, she tortured her to death. And it's just like, wow, so I didn't realize that. So Arrowhead and Tencent, yeah, J-Tech was going crazy over that. Just, I can't believe Sony let them do this. It's like, Sony didn't let them do anything. They're an independent company. They can do independent things. And if they want to make games for everybody, which is perfectly fine, this J-Tech has this overbearing sense that Sony can just go in there and force people to do things. They can't do that. And he was talking about, he's still upset. And again, where is it coming from? He's still mad at the Bungie deal. He's mad at that deal. So it's just like, get over it. Get over it. You sound like a scorned woman. He does. I can't, like I said, I just can't do it. I can't. And he's one of the ones yelling that everything is woke and he ain't about the wokeness. Well, guess what? J-Tech ain't gonna be playing Grand Theft Auto because it's woke. He ain't gonna be playing Ghost of Tsushima because it's woke. He won't be playing the new Resident Evil game when it comes out next year. It's woke. These are his own words. I don't want to hear people saying, well, you're going in on him. This is that man's own words. So you can miss me with you're going in on him. No, sir. No, ma'am. He has said these things. So you all, I can't think about look, I'm going to hold him to what he says, right? Grown-ass man, big dog, big nuts. He better not be playing these games. If he does, I will do a podcast on him being a hypocrite. I'll do it. I will do it. I don't care how many trophies he's got. So, but again, if you're going to sit down and say, I'm against diversity, inclusion, and diversity, inclusion, and whatever it is, I'm against it. That's fine to be against it. I don't want to see you, I can't speak for you all. I am not going to have somebody saying they're against it, then turn around and say, well, it's okay for this. Nah, That ain't the way it works. Fuck that shit. You ain't for it, you ain't for it. You stand in that corner, you stand on your square. Don't be trying to come back. Hey, no. This is for anybody. This is for anybody that's on this bullshit. Grand Theft, listen, don't believe me if you don't want to. Grand Theft Auto is going to be the most woke game ever because Rockstar Games is going to make fun of that whole culture. So how do you make fun of it? You just put it in your game. So Witcher 4, Ciri, grown-ass woman, going to be overpowered. I mean, she's already strong in The Witcher 3, right? She's already strong. So, and they're mad at that. So better not see them playing it. Better not see them enjoy. Don't want to see you talking about it. Here you're talking about it. Boom, I'm going live. All right, I'm going live. Talking about when I'm at work. I'm going to put up in my community thing. I'm going live this evening. Be there, be square. And this is all of them, not just him. All of them. Fuck them. Fuck their mama. And fuck their drunk Uncle Jason. I'm serious. Fuck him too. So, it's going to get took care of. So, it's going to get took care of. Sony went first last year too. As far as doing what? But let's get to this Resident Evil reaction here. Let me see how I can set this up here. Okay, here. Hold on. Let me shout out to you all for the donations. So let me turn on the desktop audio. Okay, I gotta move this here. So the Resident Evil is going to be over where the Mass Effect game is playing. So I need to get that set up here. Okay. So let me, now let's go to YouTube. There we go. Let's see here what we get. Just gonna go to the PlayStation one. Alrighty, let's turn on the sound. Let's push that over. Wow, it's got over 86,000 likes right now. Wow, this is on the PlayStation thing. So let me go over here now. Why is that doing that? Let me go over here. I go here? No. I gotta go here. There. Okay, now I'm gonna go grab the trailer. Okay. Okay. That is about the best I can do with it. Oh, wait a minute. Here, let me do this. Let me take my ugly mug. I'll just put my ugly mug over here. All right. So there's my ugly mug. There we go. And let me take the chat box. There we go. So, all right. There we go. All right. Now everybody can see. If you can see everything, that's great. Let me go ahead and see if I can get this started. What now? J-Tech couldn't even explain what bad was about being woke. Sick asked him that one time, and he was on the rounds. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that. React to Silent Hill F2. Okay, so I'll do Resident Evil first, and then we'll do Silent Hill F. Okay, we'll do that. All right, that's cool. Appreciate the heads up there. All right, so let me go ahead and put this on the screen now. And let me make sure everything is turned on. Okay, here we go. This is Resident Evil. Oh my God, look at the reflections on the, oh man. Oh, beautiful, ray tracing. Oh, what this woke, it's a black dude, it's woke. Oh no, this game is woke. Oh no. guys? Oh my God! Did you all see that?
Grace. Grace. Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
My office.
Oh,
see, it's woke because race rhymes with race. Oh, man. Look at the lighting on the desk. I mean, are you seeing the same thing I'm seeing?
If this is about the report you asked for yesterday...
Oh, look at the lighting. I mean, oh, look at the lighting. And look at her hair. Oh, man. Oh, this game is woke as hell. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Oh, my God. FBI, too. Now, see, that means the FBI is part of the federal government. And that means that the federal government has endorsed wokeness. That's what it means. I'm just telling you that's what's going to be said. You all better get it ready. There you go. We'll keep on going.
It'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now, I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Renwood Hotel.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me go back. Let's look at this. Let's look at the table here. Hold on. Let me go back. Right there, the table. Look, it says Nathan Dempsey. Look, I'm looking at the right-hand side here. So you have the paper. You see it in his hand. But it says Nathan Dempsey, special agent in charge, and he's black. So the game's woke. Unbelievable. He only got his job because of DEI. And so did she. So Resident Evil is embracing DEI. So this is a game J-Tech won't be playing. I mean, not just him, but a lot of people won't be playing this game, right? Right? Again, you have a black person and a white woman that have benefited from DEI. That's what you got right here. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. Oh man. All right, let's get back to it.
The Renwood Hotel.
Oh.
I know that's where your mother was murdered.
Shoot.
Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past.
Look at her face. I mean, my gosh, look at the details on her face. Look at that. I mean, you could tell they still need to put a little more color into her face. Her lipstick needs to be a little more rosier. Look at her earring. Look at the reflection on the earring. What I'm not seeing though is I'm looking at the hair physics. But man, this looks really good. I mean, this is Capcom being Capcom.
Face the past.
Damn.
Grace.
Look at the sweat. My goodness. Look at that. The sweat's got ray tracing on it. Look at this. Look at the lighting right here. Right by her neck. You can see the veins in her carotid. Oh, man. See the carotid veins in her neck? Oh, man. Oh, man. They've outdone themselves.
Oh, shit. What is this? Hey!
Hell no.
Stay close. They're coming.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
You can tell that's where they dropped that nuke at in Resident Evil 3. Remember you dropped the nuke?
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Please know that you are my hope.
Is this what I think?
Everyone's gone.
Stay away from that! And there you go. Oh, what was that? Hell no! Hell no! No! Playing this on. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's cool how they're making the Q a 9. That's pretty cool how they did that. That would have been cool if they did that. So, but that's hey, I got no issue there. But you all saw the wokeness of this game, and you know, what are you all gonna do about that if you're not woke? You know, you saw the wokeness of the game, and so I don't know what you're gonna do. But what? So put a 1 in the chat if you are gonna play Resident Evil 9, even though, or put an F in the chat because we're gonna see Silent Hill next. So Final Fantasy 16 has to add more black. So it went woke too. Oh man. So you got a game, Resident Evil 9 is 100% woke because you have a black man special in charge and he's sitting in a white woman somewhere. That is DEI right there. No way. Okay. Now you all said it's a Silent Hill F. All right, let's react to that. So, let me see. I got to pull all this back up again. Hold on. So, here we go. You said Silent Hill, right? All right. So let me close that. Let me go over here. All right. So I have to go grab that file. There we go. All right, it's already here. Alrighty. All right, PlayStation. Alrighty. Let me do the same things here. Well, sugar-free. Alrighty. Here. Why is this not grabbing it? All right, there we go. All right, I missed a step there. All righty, Silent Hill F. Let's see if we're gonna see if it's woke too. I mean, we're gonna see. So what do you all think? Captured on PS5.
サクコ、どこ行くの？こっち通るの珍しいね。今は誰かと喋りたくて。私も後から行くね。うん。じゃあね。裏切り者。
足の悪いおばあちゃんまでいないなんて、こんなの絶対に変。誰もいないし、気味の悪い怪物がうろつき回ってるし。いや、ひらこ。サクコ。どこにいるの？ひな子はいいよね。 何でも持ってる。そんなあんたがいなくなってくれるんだからせいせいする。
一人は嫌だよ。寂しいよ。ずっと一緒だよって約束したよね。暗いのは嫌。一人ぼっちは嫌。裏切り者。
Hell no. No, y'all gonna have that one. That's a little bit too eerie for the kid. Oh, it's coming out this year too? Okay. Oh, you can pre-order it? All right. Now you're talking. Nah, I gotta play the first. I gotta play the remake of that one. Silent Hill 2. Hell no. Hell no. This has got 40,000 likes on it. So, all right. Well, alrighty. So, I mean, did you all think? So, what was you all's opinion? This is just me looking for comments now. Did you all enjoy the state of play? And if you did, what are you looking forward to the most? And did you enjoy Summer Game Fest? What are you looking forward to the most? I mean, I think I've always said that people should be able to, if you see something you don't like anything, that's fine. It's okay for you not to like something. Just don't assume that other people don't like anything either, because more than likely they saw something they're going to buy. I mean, for me, yeah, Silent Hill, I would look into buying after I play the other version of the game. But yeah, maybe Mortal Kombat, but definitely getting Ghost of Yotei. So I'm good. I'm Gucci. So, but yeah, that Silent Hill, that boo-boo, I made a boo-boo on my pants, so I gotta go. That thing was eerie looking. Now I see what people are saying, because I've asked people this. Would you rather, if you could get $10 million, if you had to spend a night in Silent Hill or a night in Raccoon City, which one would you stay in? And I said Silent Hill, but then I see all that paranormal stuff going on. I'm like, hell nah. I may have to choose Raccoon City, because I can just go hide in a box or something like that and do that. Yeah, I'll be buying Metal Gear and Ghost of Yotei. I'm good. I'm good with that state of play. I thought it was good. Didn't think it was great. I thought same with Summer Game Fest. Thought it was good. Didn't think it was great. So when I hear people saying, well, where's Wolverine? Where's this? Where's that? I don't know. I don't care. Where's Venom? Venom don't exist. Venom does not exist. You play as Venom in Spider-Man 2 as Venom 100%. Then you get the symbiote outfit later on in the game, and you get to be a Venom again. So it is what it is. Raccoon City. Yeah, that lead pipe she had. I mean, I'm all about that pipe, but yeah, don't you be walking up on me like that. That was eerie looking. So yeah, I can't. I mean, in Resident Evil 8, if you play the Rose DLC, you're being chased around by like these dolls, by these mannequins, and that is creepy too. And they do the same thing in Black Ops 6. You do that mission where you're on the MK Ultra, and they're like the mannequins are attacking you. Yeah, that was crazy too. But yeah, hell nah, I ain't doing that. Horror game called. Yeah, I'll take your word for it. Yeah, Silent Hill. Yeah, I did that. All right, we're good. All right, well guys, I'm gonna get on off of here. I appreciate you joining me. It was early. Did a nice little long podcast here to get caught up with you all. Happy June. Certainly hope you enjoyed your gaming, and if you're gonna watch the Microsoft conference, just go ahead and enjoy it. If you're a PC person, every game you see will be on PC Game Pass. If you're an Xbox guy, I assume every Xbox game you see will be on Game Pass. And they may sprinkle a little PlayStation droplet here and there. We know Outer Worlds is going to be shown, and that's on PlayStation. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. We know Outer Worlds is coming. We know Gears of War is coming. We have Forza. So, but yeah. All right, guys, I'll get back on you. I'll be gaming all day off and on. So that's, if I'm live streaming, just come on through and leave a like.